Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to be talking about expectations for Dogecoin. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. As I'm recording this on a Sunday, Dogecoin 866 right now for Doge. This is looking back to June 6th when we had the dip down into the sevens here. Dogecoin recovered, came up over 9 during the SpaceX IPO. Yes, we were live waiting for SpaceX to start trading, and there was anticipation for Dogecoin, and Dogecoin traded up to 9.25 cents, but did come back down, as Chris had said would most likely happen, because we are in June of 2026. It is a bear market summer. More on that in just a little bit. Overall, right now, as we're on a Sunday, we were looking forward to a big day. It's Trump's 80th birthday. There's a big UFC event at the White House, and Trump wanted to celebrate having a peace deal in hand with Iran, and instead, Israel bombs Beirut, Hezbollah headquarters, or whatever it is, and it just messes everything up. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. It just continues. So we're probably not going to get the big pump in the markets on Monday because of this. So just letting you know what's coming. So that's not great. On the IPO front, we did have SpaceX. If you got in the IPO price of 135, started trading at 150 or so, went up to like 170 something, settled back to 160, traded up after hours, after we were live again on Friday afternoon, up to like 167, and then came back again to 160. But this is back Coinbase. This is Coinbase's IPO back in 2021, and Coinbase was up at 369. 2021. In the summer of 2022, in the bear market, it was down at like $40. So this is SpaceX going to come down? Like probably not this much. Probably not a 92% decline. But I do expect a decline to happen for SpaceX, because I also think stocks, which are very top heavy, are eventually going to come down. Now, Trump is going to do whatever he can to keep the stock market pumped, to keep it up. But there are some things that are probably going to overwhelm him that he can't control, and we're going to see a decrease. And one of those things is probably going to be the Bank of Japan on Tuesday is going to hike rates. And then on Wednesday, the Fed, FOMC, Kevin Warsh, is not going to be able to cut rates. And of course, he can't do it himself. He's got a board of governors. I don't think they're going to raise rates. I don't think they're going to cut rates. They're going to keep them the same. So that's happening. Bank of Japan, June 16th, expected to hike up to 1%. And it's a 30-year high. And that's not good for the markets. Not good for the markets. And then on June 17th, the Fed are expected to hold, because inflation is up near 4%. So there's no cuts, but I don't think they're going to raise either. But past Bank of Japan hikes have rattled markets, and I think we could have a tough trading week coming ahead. Again, these are our expectations, and we are in the summer, and this is the Bitcoin monthly returns. May down, June is now down even more, and we would expect July and August as well. Typically one of the months in the summer, we have a green month, but it's not looking like we're going to get that yet for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the final bear cycle phase, according to B. Every Bitcoin cycle has the same structure. Bull cycle for 6 phases, bear cycle for 2 phases of pain and losses, and that's what we're in the middle. We're in the second phase of the bear cycle, and here's his chart. Here's his chart. So again, this is Bitcoin. We always talk about the 4-year cycles, and we do have that. And we do have that. We are in the bear market here, and we're trying to get through the summer And we'll see where this decline is. There's the 200-week moving average, which Bitcoin is hugging right now. Now he thinks we're going to get down to the 350, which is 47, because that's where we came down to back in 2022. 300 will be the first target, and that's up at 50 something, low 50s. So we'll be looking at all of that as we get through the summer, and if Bitcoin does continue to decline, that is something we are watching. Of course, then after that, after Bitcoin does bottom in this bear market, we would expect expansion for Bitcoin to then go back up. Meanwhile, Michael Saylor strategy is signaling that strategy bought more Bitcoin last week. You're going to see on X tomorrow all of these posts about, hey, Saylor bought Bitcoin today, or Monday, big buying. This means he already bought. I keep saying this time and time again. It's like when Michael Saylor adds this and he talks about this and he puts a dot on here, it means he bought last week. He already bought. And they just announce it on Monday. He's not buying on Monday, those stupid accounts. They know, but they just think, oh, we're buying on Monday. Price is going to... Meanwhile, with Doge, we're waiting. It's like, do something, Doge. Do something. But it's the summer. It's a summer of a bear market. And this is the way Dogecoin goes. And we wait and we wait and we wait, right? And we have to be patient. We have to be patient. But meanwhile, we have these expectations, right? We've got Javon Marks, who doesn't agree with me that 2024 high was a cycle, which is okay. I mean, that's just, again, my thesis is 2021 was overblown, shouldn't have gone as high as it did. Maybe 30, 33 cents, 35 cents should have been the high. 48 cents was a higher high then for 2024. And now we're in the cycle of 2026 lows, not highs. But again, somebody else's expectation. Oh, Javon Marks, he's so smart. But he posts this stuff. But the 1.618 on the fib now, again, going back to lows, looking back at 2023, well, you go back 2022, you get even lower, but he does it 2023, he snaps it, goes up. 1.618 is $2.85, $2.85, okay? And then we got Trader Allen. We got, again, I typically don't show Trader Allen for just these reasons. Here we go again, 2026, big move up, and where does it go? $2.85. It's like magic. Is that an expectation that's reality? Chris does not think so. Chris says, hold on, guys, just hold on. Again, the 2021 run was totally overhyped, totally out of realistic expectations. We all enjoyed it, but that doesn't mean it's going higher. And it's just my opinion. Again, another Trader Allen chart, right? Big run up in 2021. We come up 2024, it's a lower high, we're forming this triangle, and so the next move will be up higher, and his arrow goes up to like $21. And I'm just like, oh my God. The pattern is textbook, the setup is clean, the breakout is imminent. And it's just like, dude, it's the summer of a bear market. So keep the expectations down just a little bit. That's all I'm saying. And then it's like breaking news. Elon Musk says that X money will be rolling out to the public very soon. Elon hasn't talked about it. He hasn't talked about X money at all. This could be huge for Dogecoin and creators. Just imagine instant payments, crypto tipping, built-in digital economy on X. And it's like, none of that is going to exist, at least not for some time. So again, I'm just here to expectations, right? It's just lowering the expectation. Now we're going to talk about all of this stuff in the fall once we get through the bottom of the bear market. And we will have these fun discussions, but now it's not the time. But I know these guys, right? These creators, right, on X, and they get picked up on these so-called publications, and because they got to print something, because there's not much going on right now. Again, it's like we're just waiting, right? We're waiting for Dogecoin. And what happens with waiters? It's like a hodler. This is crypto hodling, but if you got a panic seller, right? You're this guy. If you sold in the bottom of the bear market, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. This is how crypto has gone cycle after cycle after cycle. Now, does that guarantee that that's what's going to happen in the future? No, there's no guarantees in life, right? But this is how it works. And so we look at Dogecoin, we look at where we are right now, and we are in a bear market right now. We're down between 8 and 9 cents, trading right in this zone. And we'll see whether we continue to fight the 8-cent lows, get over 9 cents. Are we going to get back up to 10, 11 cents like we saw in May? We'll see. This was my fib retracement, which was the 1.618 on the retracement down to 6.7 cents would be a target for a low. Is that an expectation right now as we're sitting here? That doesn't look like that's going to hit. To me, it doesn't look like it's going to hit. We've had two lows. We had the low back in February, and then the double bottom here that we just had here, 6th of June. So, and that's playing out. But we'll be ready to buy on more dips, and then we'll have runs in good times. Right? These will come, but the time is not right now. The time is not in the summer of a bear market for this. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about your expectations for Doge? I know this is, you just want to hear that the price is going to go up, and eventually we're going to get there, but not right now. So give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.